Good morning. Just scanning my mortgage statement. 11 years, 12 years. And we're still, in hock to the bank by a large amount. Luckily though, we got a lock-in of the interest rate a year ago. That was a good thing. Where are we at? Current interest rate 1.77%. That's pretty good. It's locked in for 5 years, so, yay. 17 years and 1 month remaining. Okay, that's today's mortgage news. And now, on to the next thing. Why am I here? That's a good question. Because I said yesterday I was going to the mainland, didn't I? Well, in a word, or 2 words, train strikes. Yeah. I was going to be going over with my son, because he was going with the youth club, on the same ferry, the 820. And he was going to drop him off and then sit on the boat and go to Glasgow and do some filming and have a great day. And the weather is champion. Perfect day for filming in the city. No wind. Ferry strikes. Not ferry strikes, train strikes. So I could have got the bus to Glasgow, but the bus from Ardrossan takes over 2 hours. And it was just going to eat up too much of my filming time. So I need to get creative. That's what I need to do. I can't go tomorrow because I've got a dentist appointment. The first one since before lockdown. So there's no way I'm postponing that. And Friday's gig day, so it's a whole day of anxiety and mental preparation for playing at night. So I can't be going away that day. So it's going to be Saturday. Yeah. But yeah, how do I get creative and make a film on Aaron today? That's the question. That's what I should be thinking about. What kind of Serenity walking binaural sound content could I make on Aaron? So the problem is that the city walks are 10 times more popular on YouTube than any of my Aaron stuff. Which is why I was taking the train today to go and do it. I want the channel to grow, obviously, before I start making content that interests me more. Although, to be fair, city content does interest me quite a lot as well. So, I'm not pandering to an audience by going and doing city content. Because I love going to the city. I love walking about and filming. So, it's just the hassle of getting there when you live on an island. Island living's hard, For those of you that wonder what like it is living in a Scottish rural island location. I mean, obviously, it's stunning, right? The views, there's so much to be grateful for. Particularly during pandemic was awesome because, we were kind of isolated and it wasn't anything like over by. But the ferry operator, Caledonian McBrain, it's basically a shit show. The way that they've been running that company over the last couple of years has just been diabolical. And then you get days like today when, there's so far only been one ferry disruption. Because now there are structural problems at the pier in Ardrossan. Which is not bad, one disruption, per day. That's okay. But the trains are off. It's like, you couldn't make it up. So, yeah, rural island living is... Here's the thing, you go to the co-op to buy milk. Is there milk? No. There's green milk, or there's the expensive kind, but the stuff that you buy that's affordable, it's not there. No. We did have a dairy that used to supply the supermarkets, but they shut down. The co-op stopped using them. I don't know what the politics of it are or the business things, but There's no Arran milk anymore. So now we get co-op milk, and it's not just milk, it's all sorts. The shelves are often empty when you go down, and it's... Anyway, I don't want this to be a complaint show. I want this to be how do I get creative show. So I don't know, I need to get out today and film something. I did have an idea a couple of weeks ago of going out to sit in cafes, because I like what Nomadic Ambience does, where he's filming cups of coffee. Speaking of which, cheers everybody. And he films cups of coffee with scenes out the window where you can't make out people. It's just, you know, bokeh, blurred background like you're getting here today. And he'll play some lo-fi music over the top. And I've tried that. I've tried a couple. No real pickup. But the problem here on Arran, and I suppose everywhere else, is music. All the cafes play music. So you can't just sit and record the sounds of cafes because there's music. So I don't even think there's anywhere on Arran I could do it. Plus, of course, the whole... I'm not anonymous here. Everyone knows me. So if I go in places, I'll end up having to chat to folk, or, you know, people will be looking at me going, what's he doing? And it's just like, oh... So walks, could go for a walk. The Dye Mill walk was great. I really enjoyed that. Going up around Lamlash, there's a loop that you can do. It takes you around some beautiful scenery. And that was enjoyable, very much so, but it's not getting the views. Then again, as I've said, I'm needing to get creative on my island. I can't get to the place where I can make films that would get the views, so I've got to get creative, or wait till Saturday, or go through some of my hiking content and maybe try and put together some ambient walks where I skip out all the talking to camera bits, because I've published all that already on this channel. Maybe get creative with some of that content and do a wee bit of mountain hiking content. What do you think? Worth a try? So, it's weird, it's only 9:20 and I feel like I've been up, well, I have been up for a while. Because I took Hamish through for the 820, which I was going to be getting on, as I've said. So, the day is my oyster, as they say. No, it's the world that's your oyster, isn't it? Can the day be an oyster as well? And what's so good about oysters anyway? I don't even like them. So today is filled with potential. That's a better way of putting it, isn't it? And I hope yours is too. So let's go out there and fill our days with great stuff. See you later.